Ice? Let's get ice off our streets and into our beverages.
Yeah, I think that we should take the dude's suggestion here, cool down the rhetoric and get these guys off of our streets. But in Trump's America, if you dare to be anti-fascist like these brave soldiers, then Trump will send his own personal MAGestapo after you. And their behavior has gotten so heinous that even the police are starting to fight back. Folks, we have gotten so far off the rails, you'd think we're going back in time. Be sure to subscribe to Really American, and let's jump right into ICE being called out for these false reports.
You are watching as Broadview Police respond to a 911 call, claiming someone was tampering with a gate at the ICE detention facility there. Body camera footage obtained by the CBS News Chicago investigators shows several Broadview police officers respond to an alleged homeland security threat. The gate in question is where ICE takes detained immigrants for processing.
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up?
Not much.
How are you?
Good. We got a call of subjects trying to climb over the fence or something.
No, not since we've been here.
But when police arrive, all they find is two people and a camera. Our CBS photographer filming the exterior of the building with a CBS security guard by his side.
Okay, you guys didn't tamper with any of the...
No, man. The 911 call claiming someone was tampering with the gate came from an ICE agent. According to this incident report, an ICE agent called police for help.
But he can't go and try to force his way in that door.
Okay, so the guy in the
He just says
No,
that
the
he
guy
was
in
just
the
recording.
camera.
Do you believe that that was a false call?
I do.
Again, it was just our CBS photographer filming the exterior of the building.
In your mind, bogus.
Yes. It's disturbing. It's ridiculous.
ICE and the city of Broadview, outside of Chicago, are not getting along right now. Or rather, I should say, the people of Broadview don't like it when a tyrannical government uses their city as a concentration camp. This is the same city that forced Kristi Noem to go find some other hole to squat over when she was looking for a bathroom.
Can we use the restroom? No, you cannot.
We can?
Please don't.
Okay, all right, thank you. Interesting. That's what Governor Pritzker says is cooperation in keeping people safe.
And in the course of a couple of weeks, Broadview Police has already had multiple skirmishes with ICE, which really informs why ICE would go on to make those false reports that you saw earlier just to fuck with this department. Bullies hate it when someone stands up to them, but they love to cower behind their badges and their fences.
I was shocked. I've never been spoken to by a fellow law enforcement officer in such a way.
Broadview Police Chief Thomas Mills says on top of requiring 75% of his department's manpower for crowd control outside of the ICE processing facility in the west suburban city, he was personally, verbally attacked by ICE agents during a protest.
I'm a leader of a department. I know that my office is looking at me for guidance and leadership, and I had to ensure that, I had to stay calm and not engage in such unprofessional behavior.
Chief Mills says he was walking across a skirmish on September 12th, the day this video was shot. He was called multiple expletives by an ICE agent, calling him a coward, accusing him of neglecting his duties during protests that got physical. Mills also telling the I-Team about an incident earlier this week where a pedestrian was hit by a truck near the ICE facility.
Allegedly, a ICE agent struck someone and continued on into their location. And during the course of that, while trying to gather information, there was pepper spray released while my officers right there. They felt the effects of that pepper spray where it altered their vision. They were coughing, and I was on the phone with them, and they had to leave the area so they can decontaminate themselves.
Now, Broadview's mayor has issued a blistering letter to ICE excoriating their actions, saying, quote, Broadview police officers are routinely being exposed to ICE agents' tear gas volleys, forcing them out of action until they recover. Broadview firefighters and ambulance personnel are being exposed. Nearby residents are being exposed. Beleaguered Broadview residents are begging for relief from your center's siege of our neighborhood.
No one likes ICE, even the police. I mean, it's hard to like people who are literally cornering little girls. I mean, look at this. They stop this little girl as she's on the way home from school and just disappears her off the street. And I do mean disappearing. I cannot emphasize enough how opaque this allegedly most transparent administration ever actually is.
Donald Trump is the most transparent president in our nation's history.
After Alligator Alcatraz was shut down, hundreds of detainees just dropped off the grid, being moved into state custody for some fucking reason, even though none of them committed any state crimes, and most didn't even have final orders for removal. Here's from the Miami Herald: some Alligator Alcatraz detainees who couldn't be located in the ICE database might have been deported, even though the internal data obtained by the Herald show the vast majority of detainees didn't have final orders of removal from a judge before entering the facility. They simply vanish from the federal records and might have been deported, taken deals to self-deport, or been lost in the shuffle and are now in some random ICE facility. The truth is, ICE doesn't care who they hurt in this fascist takeover. As they increase their presence in Chicago, for example, even CPD is being lumped in with the rest of us civilians. And I think the protester in the background of this video you're about to see has the right message for the police.
Come on, man.
It's us! Tomorrow it's you!
Come on, man. Y'all, you know that was fucked up. Y'all know that was fucked up. Y'all know that was fucked up.
Garcia! Trail! Wake up! Wake up! You're gonna wake up! We're gonna go this way and then we'll see. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Y'all don't get, none of us get paid enough for this.
Hey, it's time to get up! Get up now!
And honestly, it's impressive how quickly these MAGA Republicans, who allegedly back the blue, just turn on the police the second that the police stop Trump's authoritarian goons. Nick Sorter here, who, if you don't know, is a MAGA journalist who was arrested recently after purposefully starting fights in Portland in order to make an excuse for Pam Bondi and Kristi Noem to send in the troops. The prevailing narrative here is that Portland PD is somehow a part of Antifa for arresting Nick Sorter here, who was caught on camera assaulting someone, mind you. And as a result, Portland has become a renewed target for the Trump administration. Nick Sorter just posted this today: "Hey Antifa, your reign of terror is almost over. President Trump will make sure of it as he meets with Kristi Noem in the White House." Meanwhile, the protesters in Portland are subjected to especially heinous acts, including this pastor who went to pray over the ICE facility to ask them to find kindness in their hearts, but was instead met with a non-lethal straight to the head. And they didn't just stop at attacking the pious. ICE isn't happy unless they assault the elderly as well. Here's a report and some photos for proof, although I'll have to blur them, from an elderly protester who was beaten bloody by ICE. She says, "This is my 84-year-old sister after she was attacked by federal agents in front of the ICE building in Portland." This is her text. "We are home now. We marched from the park to ICE. Very peaceful crowd. We were standing around ICE. Feds rushed out in a phalanx and pushed us down, sprayed us with chemical, and I was hit in the head with a projectile. Lots of medical folks surrounded me, bleeding all over. Couldn't find Richard in the gas. I'm okay, but this was so unprovoked. So unprovoked." And you can see from these images that she's just an old lady. It's absolutely insane that they would attack her like this. But luckily, it's not all bad. It turns out if we band together, organize our communities, we can actually fight back against this tyranny. And since ICE is recruiting literal Proud Boys and disgruntled poor racists who are untrained and unintelligent, it's surprisingly easy to fight back against these MAGA-Gestapo stooges.
Let him go! Get off him! Help Ayúdame, quítalo. Hey, get the fuck out of here! Let me see your fucking face, bro!
Now, I'm not advocating for anyone to break the law, but standing around recording and asking questions ain't against the law, at least not yet. Stay informed on the news that MAGA hates for you to hear while you still can by subscribing to Really American. I'm Tony Hinderman, and I'll catch you next time.